What up, y'all? This is Jesus, aka Dance Freak. This is my buddy Steve right here.
Hello.
Hello, indeed. So right now we're working on a 1999 Civic. Got the car for 500 bucks. We are replacing the ICV valve because the idle keeps on going up and down when in park or in neutral. First thing you'll need to do is disconnect your battery terminal. So we had to remove the bracket here that holds the line to the throttle body. There's a couple connections here and here that I have decided to remove. On the air box, where's the air box? So on the air box, as it sits like this, there is a connection here that you must loosen. There is a hose you have to remove from here, which is this one right here. Now there is one bolt that connects to the air box right there. So as it sits right there, just like. Here's the part we're replacing, the idle control valve. Although you can see that it's very dirty. If you don't have the money or time to replace this, then definitely would suggest taking it off and giving it a good clean with some carburetor cleaner. And as you can see here as well, I'm probably gonna take off the throttle body just because it's dirty and clean that out. There are connections to the throttle body there, and you must remove these connections here as well. We decided to remove a couple of the fuel rail line connections just to give us a little bit of more room. I think the only bolt you're gonna have difficulty with is the one at the very bottom corner down here. That's gonna be a little bit of a tight squeeze, so an open hand millimeter wrench. To remove the throttle body, you'll need this bolt right here, 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 and here. All right, once the throttle body is removed, you're gonna wanna go ahead and grab some carb cleaner and give it a good cleaning. As you can see, it's pretty dirty. Well, I don't know if you guys can see on down in there, but it is pretty dirty where the idle control valve was sitting. But as you can see, the 4 bolt patterns that hold the idle control, 4 bolts that hold the throttle body in. All right, now that we got the carburetor clean, wait, this isn't a throttle body. My bad, guys. Just make sure that it's nice and clean, just like that, you know. Make sure you let it dry before you re-put this part back on. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna put the idle control valve back on to make everything a lot more easier to put back together. Once you got the bolts on, put it back on. So once you get everything put back on, make sure you're putting the hoses back on. Note to self, make sure you connect them correctly. Now that the 2 hoses are on, go ahead and connect your connectors back on. Alright, next connect the gas. Next connect your throttle cable back on along with the bolts. Make sure you connect those back on. Connect your sensor, hose, sensor, and that should fix your idle control valve.